Well, you know what I probably should do real quick? Oh no. You make a thing for VC face because I did not actually make one for this particular screen. Oh no, I am blocking. I am blocking. Good job, Manji. We're proud of you. Hello. I'm Manji Dragonfly. Tonight, we are playing something a bit different than what I've been playing recently. We're playing a game called I was about to say Imago. I think it's actually pronounced Imago. Imago Dirge. Game by Summer Origins. This game was made for the itch.io Spooktober visual novel jam. That's the thing they do like every year or something like that. Itch.io does a bunch of different types of game jams. I don't normally cover a lot of itch.io games. I think my buddy Don Patapon, aka Visual Novelty on YouTube, is a much better person to watch because itch.io games tend to be very thought-provoking games. I'm very much here to just kind of goof around, I feel. But when I saw Imago Dirge and the premise of, well, the title more so for when I watched Dom play it, there's going to be some insect imagery. It's also going to be pretty disturbing, from what I know. I did not actually watch it. All I saw was you wake up as an insect one day, and I was like, humanoid insects? I gotta play this, because I mean, come on! It's a little obvious. It's a little too obvious for me. I think all of this should be fine. Unless anyone wants to be like, hey, yeah, IO's too loud, idiots. Otherwise, everything should be fine. I hope everything's fine. I can't use game capture for this one. Mom, if I woke up as a bug, would that be weird or what? Hey, Don, how you doing? I just saw you. I caught the very tail end of your own stream with the Cthulhu idol. It looked interesting. It's a Sabu's game, so it's like Long Live the Queen, I think that was the one. What was the fucking princess one with the girl with the pink hair? Yeah, I need to check out the rest of that later, but for tonight, it's Imago Dirge. I saw you play this. I saw the premise. I gotta try this for myself. And I need to stop stalling. It's long live the queen. Yeah, long live the queen. Wake up to darkness. Your body feels stiff and heavy. You cannot move. Oh gosh, I have fun with this one. Yes, thank you, Don. I am totally playing this because I saw you play it. I had to try it out. I hope you have a good night, Don. I hope you had a lot of fun with Cthulhu Idol. Something feels wrong. Very, very wrong. Oh, we are already getting a choice. Okay. Something's wrong. Let's just sleep it off, right? You really don't want to deal with this right now. Your exhaustion wins you over as you drift back to sleep. And sleep you did. For a very, very long time. Well, that's it. Thanks for joining me, everybody. That's it for Imago Dirge. Okay, no. Ending one, failed pupilation. GG. Sick ending, sick game. Super itcher. Okay. Let's wake up, idiot. You open your eyes. You see flecks of light in an ocean of red and nothing more. Sleep your problems away 10 out of 10. That's how I cope. Cope even. I know, man, going back to sleep is the best way to deal with all your problems. Start small, trying to move your fingers. As you twitch your fingers, you feel them come into contact with something. It's rigid, but thin and paper-like. It breaks with a sickening crack as you forcefully curl your fingers into a fist. Finally feel the air hitting your fingers. Cold morning air against your wet hands making you shiver. It's only then that you realize you couldn't breathe. You try to inhale, but there was only water in your lungs. You pass. Oh! Timer! Struggle with your whole body trying to claw your way. Struggle! Struggle! Oh my god, struggle! Holy shit, I didn't think there'd be, I didn't think there'd be time segments! Keep struggling. There's nothing else to do but struggle. Oh shit! Okay, Imago Dirge. I already see. You're gonna pull out surprises for the okay. Thankfully, your struggles proved to be fruitful. You break free from the mysterious membrane, the air finally filling your lungs. The first few breaths hurt like hell, but you're breathing. You're alive. Feel the cold morning air hit your wet body. It's cold. And as your eyes adjust to the light, you see your hands underneath you. Massive red with little pieces of skin hanging onto them. Feel acid rising into your throat. Stumble out of bed clumsily, like a fawn learning to stand for the first time. You drag your body to the bathroom. Oh. You puke into the sink. Oh no, not the sink! Do we not have a toilet? Man, our morning's real bad. Couldn't even make it to the toilet. Had to sell for the sink. Disorientated and disgusted, you close your eyes for a moment before you hear knocking from the bedroom door. I'm having a moment in here! Rise and rise and shine, sleepyhead! Oh, it's your mom. I know there's a sister. I thought it was the sister. It's your mom, waking you up as she usually does. Mom, how would you feel if I was an insect? On the internet, or in general? Mom, save me! Desperate for her help, you scramble for the door. Rough morning indeed. Quickly walk towards the door, all the while trying to tell her what had happened. Hands hovering by the door handle when you realize that no voice has left your mouth. Oh no! You halt, instinctively touching your face when you realize that your mouth can no longer vocalize like it used to. Come on now! Ugh! I don't like the eyeball! You hear the door open. You slam it back shut with all the force in your body, but it's too late. What the hell is that? What happened? Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, what did I do to deserve this? Wow, what did you do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? I'm suffering here. I'm an insect now. The horrors. What's happening? No. A child. A monster. No. I joke around, but at the same time I can kind of already tell. I think I have a rough idea of how this is gonna go going off the content warnings. Among the sobbing noises, you hear your dad rising from his seat and coming closer. Press the doorknob once and then twice. Do your best to keep it shut. Hey! Open up! Open the door before I... Think you even understand us, Maisie? Ouch, being called a thing by your own little sister kind of hurts, actually. Open up before I knock this door down! You hear him walk away before running back and slamming the door, trying to get it open. Come on, I need my privacy! Damn family, they never respect your privacy. Especially when you're an insect. Do your best to keep that door closed, but he slams his way in anyway. It's hard to tell whether it's the fear or the aftershock of the impact that leaves your head ringing. That thing! That's not my son! This... What the hell is this? You stumble backward trying to scamper away, but he grabs you anyway. You! What did you do to my son? You struggle against his grab. What did you do to him? Not the newspaper. Perhaps it's the panic, perhaps it's the fear. Wait, hold on. I saw something else. That went by way too fast, and it begins. Oh no. Did you kill him? You piece of shit. You fucking vermin, you! But your newborn hands barely scratch the surface of his skin. Don't try to scratch him! I'll kill you! Is that my brother? Surprised at your sister's words, his hands faltered and you free yourself from his grasp. Take this chance to scamper away and hide under the bed. Did something else pass by? No. What do you mean? This is his skin? There's no blood or anything, though. So was that? You can see the skip text in the test. Yeah, I always appreciate having the history in the log, especially for games where it might, like, advance you automatically. Watches your dad, the piece of skin on your bed, think that need a slightly more peer review. Your dad, examines a piece of skin on your bed? Hear the rustling sound as he takes the last remnants of that human with a sorrow in his eyes and drags himself out of the room. Oh, my son. My poor, poor son. What happened to him? My son! He's gone! He's really gone! So that really is... He closes the door behind her before the muffled cries start beyond the door. Cool. Huh? Carefully inch close to the door, hoping to eavesdrop on the conversation. All you can hear is just incoherent cries. Then finally, quiet. Your quiet rustling here and there, unenthusiastic clinks of silverware. Did you people just go and eat breakfast? Did you people just go like, well, my kid is a bug now, and just go and eat breakfast? Like, if it's already served, then I guess, but that seems a little... Followed by some awkward mumbling, and a series of footsteps coming closer and closer. We move away from the door, preparing for the worst. The denial... yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess that does make sense. We got... Would you say that... I mean, I guess it was before they actually realized that we turned into a bug, so I guess that can't really be, like, anger yet. It's a hand holding a plate of food appeared. Oh. Hey, I'm guessing you wouldn't want to eat with us after all that. I don't think they want to eat with me either. So I guess I'll just leave this here. Words trail off awkwardly. She closes the door behind her. Well, at least the sister might not... At least the sister might be on our side, might not completely shun us. Jury's still out at Mom and Dad, though. You're quiet shuffling and mumbling from outside the door, the air heavy with tension. Not long until you hear the growl and click of the front door, find that you can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Oh my god. Now you're home alone. What do you do? They just left? I'm hungry. Can I even eat human food now that I'm an insect? Where's the moths? Examine the plate of food your sister left behind. Toast with butter and sugar, some fruits, a serving of yogurt and honey. Damn! You get the fancy breakfast! It's not just a bowl of cereal? Guess they're not so bad after all? Question mark? At least this ain't. Or you find that the taste isn't quite like you have expected. Ah, damn it, we really do have the insect taste buds now. We gotta subsist off a diet of moths. They all taste so bland. Yogurt is nice though, at least. However, you still find it difficult to eat, but you force it down your gullet anyway. Your appetite's just been ruined after all that's happened this morning. Well, I ate. Time for me to do my next favorite thing in the world. Go back to bed. Well, there's not much else to do here. Too tired to deal with any of this. Crashes to the bed with a heavy thud. This is all a bad dream. You know that, of course, this feels way too real to be one, but you can only hope. Night-night. Good night. Who knows? Maybe you wish hard enough you'll wake up normal again. I was also kind of curious if I would get another bad end, since going back to bed was how I got one ending. I guess we already hit the, like, hey, you're an insect now, surprise face, so... Watch as your youthful hand... You watch as a youthful hand peeks through the slit in the door, picking up the leftover food that she left for you early this morning. You get out to the bed, the rustling sound informs her of your presence. She halts for a moment. Peeks in after hearing nothing else for a few seconds. So, you do understand us still? Well, that makes sense. At least you can still understand me when I talk. But, no speaking? Shake your head, awkwardly pointing at your mouth, opening and closing it a few times. Well, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. She walks into the room with a little more confidence now. I like the suit. I've seen the suit before, but I do like it. My first thought is that gives me a very, like, Project Moon game vibe. I'm damn about, like, what's been going on with Project Moon over the last, like, bunch of months, but it's a good look. Heh, I guess I'm a bit relieved that we can communicate at least. Well, kinda. Do you remember anything? You not once briefly wondering if it would be better if you didn't. So, do you remember me? I mean, we recognize her as the sister, so we didn't need to hear her name to know it was Maisie, so yes. Nod your head slightly. Okay. So, you're really my brother, right? I don't know, actually. Stay quiet for a bit, looking away from her, almost guiltily. Well, you were her brother. Hard to say whether or not you're still her brother. Are you not? Shrug. Hard to tell, isn't it? Fair. Looks at you with understanding. Well, that's okay. You seem as confused as we are. And at least you're honest about it. Smart answer. I have a feeling something interesting would have happened if I picked otherwise. But anyway, I did ask if you could help me with my homework yesterday. You're still gonna help with that, right? You know, I know you turned into an insect and all, but I really need help with this math! Can you still help me with my math homework? This is the key question, I think. Bitchy acid? Don't recall anything like that. She's never asked for your help with homework before. She testing you? Till your head the question. Ah, wait, no. It wasn't you who I asked. Ah, well, that's fine. Was she? Was that just a little bait to see if we'd bite? Bite wrong? She smiled at you. A smile that makes you feel a tad bit uneasy, but you shrug it off. Well, either way, good to know you can still, understand us. Not ideal, but we still communicate by writing, I guess. Yeah, but I like jibber-jabbering like a clown on the internet. Not being able to talk sucks ass. I don't like those sounds. I don't like those sounds! Try to talk again, but your mouth is just simply ill-equipped for words. You may hear some noises. Frustrates you quite a bit, considering how talking used to come so naturally. Crunchy voice. We just communicate in crunch. Sure, there's other methods of communication like writing and body language. Oh no, I've always been bad with body language. But they rely on having the other person's full attention on you. No, and not only you're not easy to look at, but it's also uncomfortable even for you. Sensing your discomfort, your sister looks at you with worry. This sucks, huh? I mean, we can learn sign language, I guess, but it requires me to actually look at you and talk. Now I'm curious if Summer Origin's first language was English. I'm a little curious about that. I might look into that later, but in sign language, though. That's a thing I should really know, but I don't. Maybe you have to bring around pen and paper or something, I guess. Ugh, inconvenient. Ha, you're probably thinking it's inconvenient, right? Your sister, however, seems to have an idea. Well, if we want something auditory, maybe we should learn Morse code? Yo! Morse code! Hell yeah! No, actually, isn't there something easier? Wait, I'm sure there is. Let me try and recall. Leaves the room with renewed vigor. I did not recall seeing, like, the picture move like that before. That's a neat touch. Honestly, that could go a lot worse. You're a bit surprised at how chill she was about the whole monster thing. A very stark contrast to your parents, but you're glad she doesn't hate you. Now she's out of the room, you are once again left to your own devices. You hear the clattering of dishes outside. Seems that your sister is doing the dishes. Usually you help her make dinner before your parents got home. But should you? Look, we're not the easiest thing to look at. We don't need to be getting our skin question mark potentially flaking off while we're trying to make dinner, so let's just hang. I don't think it's quite okay for you to go out and about just yet. It should be uncomfortable you going out and about like this. Seconds going out and helping her out. Maybe once, or rather if they get used to seeing you like this. Instead you choose to stay in the room. Way around your room with not much to do. Thankfully, it isn't long before you hear the front door opening, followed by 2 pairs of footsteps. Incoherent mumbling fills the halls outside, as does the clinking of silverware. I wonder if they'd be okay with you eating with them. Probably not, after this morning's reaction. Well, maybe your sister will be okay with it. But probably not your parents. You don't want to piss off the parents. You don't want to, like, get them... You don't want to give them an excuse to, be against you. Either way, you wait in your room for anything to happen. Some sort of clarity, I hope, on where to go from here. Hazy. Your wish is granted when you hear footsteps approaching, followed by the creak of the door opening. You see your sister looking away from you, guilt in her eyes. She shakes her head slightly, telling you that your parents didn't want you at the table with them. Yeah. Be honest, you saw this coming already, but still genuinely sucks. Shrug, hoping she understands that it isn't her fault. It's just the new normal? Question mark? In any case, she drops off your dinner. You eat with some difficulty. A sense of isolation and dread sipping in as you... It says sipping in, I'm assuming it's supposed to be slipping in? As you can't help but hear the clanks and mumbles outside. Press your ear to the door again, catching a semblance of their conversation. I do wonder if there's a reason that they chose to represent the parents as faceless silhouettes, whereas Maisie gets like an actual design. He understands us. He probably remembers us, and himself. Isn't this just mean? It's not like he decided to be a monster. We've all lived as family for so long. Don't you understand? That thing isn't your brother. That gives you an excuse to lock him up. Cool. There is something that can happen in this game that kind of clarifies that point a little. Ooh. Plot relevant detail, okay. You don't understand how a mother feels. Damn. Hey now, both of you. So what, you gonna throw him out just like that? After treating him like a son for what, 20 years now? 20 years?! Oh, okay. I thought we were like in the, I thought we were closer to like 18, like in the high school-ish range, but no, we are very much adults here. We are very much adults, still living with the parents, which, you know what, yeah, that is my life. Yeah, we in college. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. College age is a good time to get your VN/family drama. You can't kick me out the moment I become anything but your ideal child. I love the, like, smile. I love the, like, slight, like, smirk that she has on this, like, screen here. But still, though, damn. Maisie! I'm going back to my room. Your own dishes this time. Smug Maisie is so good. It rules. She stops away, closing her door with a massive slam that scares even you. It's your first time seeing your sister like this, and it's most likely your parents' first time, too. The family is coming apart at the seams. What? Well, I got a point, you know. Dad definitely seems a bit more sympathetic. I'm looking really hard at those eyes right now, and it feels like I feel like I can actually see, like, the top of the pupil. Like, it's like just a slightly, like, lighter shade of black, so it's not, like, completely hidden. I'm wondering, like, I don't think I can see any other details, but I'm wondering if there's, like, I'm wondering if that's just an artistic choice or if that's something else. Guys alone can fade the parents' attitudes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because one other thing I noticed here is that the mother's pupils are definitely a bit more scribbly. Like, the dad's got, like, full filled in, like, pupils. The mother's eyes, a little bit more deranged. Giving me a bit more of a deranged vibe. Oh, wait, as soon as I say that, though, that might just be the wide open look, which, I mean, that's probably how I would do, like, the eyes super wide, pupils slightly shrunken look. Maybe we just remind him of how he was before. We can stop the... Not you two! The thing isn't our son! We need to wake up. The thing was, it never will be our child. Ooh. Ooh. Take care is equally deranged to be... Also, I kind of noticed, like, something that looks sort of like an X on the mother's face? Hair decoration of some sort? Still, damn, ouch! Hear your mom walk away from the dining room, followed by the slam of the door. Quietly eat your meal, hoping that nothing else will happen. However, you once again feel footsteps approach, heavier this time. Waiting for a moment and hearing nothing, you creep closer. Curious, you open the door to look. Oh, whoa. Okay. The picture kept going. It's your dad. He stepped back in surprise, and you close your door in his face in equal surprise. Talk about jump scare. Ah, yes. The most jump scare scene in the game. Well, admittedly, that was a bit rude, but you're not exactly in the mood to talk to him. Besides, he can knock if he wants to talk. But nothing happened. Dad jump scare! Dad jump scare! The horror of father! How do you feel about this? Ooh. Ooh. Let's hold on to... I don't want to call this optimism. I don't want to call it optimism. Slightly less cynical? Disappointed, but not surprised. Well, can't say you're surprised, but sure still sucks. Shrug it off and plant your face on the bed again. What day, am I right? Am I right? I do love the occasional bits of glibness. Slumber is interrupted with yet another knock on your door. This time, however, it's your sister. Also, one thing I'm very curious about, like, her hair, the way that the hair is, like, colored here, where it's got, like, where it's, like, kind of like the white underside. I find that a very interesting design choice, because, like, I feel like there's a little bit of, like, I feel like there's a little bit of, like, an insect wing sort of shaping going on. I'm wondering if that's, like, intentional, or if I'm just seeing something that, like, that isn't necessarily there. Yeah, can I come in? Step away from the door, letting her enter. You probably heard all that, huh? I'm okay now. I've calmed down, I think. Anyway, I did say I was gonna look this up. Wait a minute. She hands you a piece of paper with some scribbles on it. I've seen this before, I think. Was there... I'm trying to think. I know I've seen something like this. Was this a thing in 999? Battleship? Huh. I'm wondering where I saw that then, because that doesn't sound familiar at all. Tap code. Easier in Morse code, I promise. Yeah, I feel like I've seen tap code somewhere before. I just can't think of where. This is the first I've heard of it in here, but it's interesting. Okay, I saw the text scroll there a little bit. I was like, oh, what? Well, less memorization, at least. You just gotta remember AFLQV. That's the first column. Tap coin to the designated rows first, and then the column. I guess high would be tap 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 tap. Oh, yeah, it is Morse code, but it's very much like it's kind of baby's first Morse code to me. It seems like. Am I gonna have to actually remember the tap code? Am I gonna have to actually remember, like, the actual tap code thing? Hold up. I'm gonna take a quick picture of this. Tap code puzzles! The horror! Yep, that sounds right. Not sure if this is better than just writing, but seems simple enough, if perhaps a bit slow. Of course, no need to fiddle trying to grip a pencil with these armored hands. Got it? Oh, you can shorthand yes with just K, by the way. What? Oh, K. Isn't this kind of fun? Kind of like a secret code, isn't it? Well, I guess it really is one. Well, it's a bit slow, but at least you don't have to carry around pen and paper, huh? DY. Thank you. Thank you? Well, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, I guess with tab code it makes sense to just do like the modern like text code slang, especially like the old style where it is basically like the beginning of like lead speak, where it's just like, remember how like cell phones, what was it? Like cell phones, like when you text it used to like charge you by the letter or something? So people just like started like, people essentially adopted lead speak lingo as a way to like get way shorter messages and thus like lower their bills, I think it was. It really is the equivalent of mashing number buttons multiple times to cycle through letters. Yeah, I can kind of see that, yeah. Acronyms are good for this, I feel. I know, right? Now with this new method of communication, you can ask her some questions if you'd like. So, do you ask her anything? Do our parents know about this? They don't know? About... No, I didn't tell them. I don't think they'll be happy to know that I'm talking to you in the first place. Want me to teach them? It might make day-to-day easier. I don't know. No. Not yet. I don't know. Gotcha. My lips are sealed until you say otherwise. Okay. You're not scared? You okay? Am I okay? I'm fine, I think. What do you mean? Not scary? He thinks for a second, trying to understand what it is you're asking. Me. Oh, well, I guess it takes some getting used to, but I mean... I'm fine, I guess. It's not like you tried to commit murder or anything. Fair. Besides, it is kind of cool to have my bro turn into an SCP, honestly! I'm glad you're taking it in stride. Like, yo, I can put my brother on the internet. Make a creepypasta album. Maybe get him featured in a video game in the future. She would so be a Lobo Core. She would. Yo, she would actually. If her first thought is like, yo, my brother's an SCP, she would love Lobo Core. I got you are in Keter class, I think. Damn it, we were like 10th at most. At least we are left. Oh god. Bad memories. Bad memories of some of those wild ass Y and left classes. Fucking shark. What? Oh, what? But yeah, never mind that. I'm okay. Can't say the same for mom and dad though. Sure are taking it rough, though dad seems to think you can turn back or something. If only. Maybe you would have done so if you could. I guess that's it. Thank you. Talk to you later. All good. I'll go back to my room then. See ya. See ya. Closes the door carefully behind her. Real relief wash over you after talking to her. At least you have someone you can talk to and just chill with, like, the whole monster thing, I guess. You're glad you reached out to her, and now both of you have found a way to communicate that's not just writing. Can't imagine what it would be like to have no one by your side. Almost terrifying to think of. Once again settled in your bed, reflecting on the things that happened today. Woke up a monster this morning, tearing your way out of your own skin. Of course, your family does not react kindly to this change. Perhaps you've seen this coming, or perhaps not. Thankfully, your sister seems to react a little better than your parents. You haven't found a way to communicate with you again despite your current form. At the very least, it makes you feel a little less alone. Stewing these emotions as you stare at the ceiling above you. You hope this is just a nightmare. Who knows, maybe you'll be yourself again tomorrow. Bury yourself under the blankets as if it was a chrysalis you were desperate to go back in. Hoping and hoping that you could turn back time and end this nightmare. Darkness claims you, words of prayers for a time long gone, never quite leaving your mouth. Where did things go wrong? How can you go back? Why did you change? Why did you turn into a monster? The void doesn't answer. I wanna go back. I wanna go back! You pray fervently. There is no reply. Once again, you wake up to darkness. Yo! Ending 2 red dragonflies! We did it! We got the dragonfly ending! We're done here! Solo, that's ending 2? Huh? I did not think we had already reached an ending with that. Oh, done. How many endings are in this game? Just out of sheer curiosity. 5 endings total. Okay. That's not a lot. So now comes playing around to see what changes I can make. On the track to the best end. On the track. Well, let's start off with the simplest of changes. Start off from the back end and work my way up. And what back end is better than shit-talking dad? Ha! He doesn't even have the guts to face you anymore. Is it disgust? Is it guilt? Or something else? At first, maybe we're gonna explore the Oh yeah! I went straight to bed! That's next on the list. Probably. Either way, it pisses you off. Playing your face on the bed, waiting for the day to pass. I'm assuming this is a game that's very... I mean, yeah, it was, like, grayed out. So I imagine that... Okay, yeah, that didn't change anything. It's time to actually do shit in the room. Because that's probably the biggest, like, thing that'll, like, change things. Check for injuries? Check yourself for any injuries. Surprisingly, your body contains no bruises. That doesn't mean being shoved around like that didn't hurt, though. Looking at your seemingly chitinous skin. I almost said chitinous. I did see that one comment that was in your video, Don, where it's chitinous. I always forget about that. I wonder if you can get injured at all. You'd like to find out, of course. Do some work, I guess? Are you serious? You are a humanoid insect! What do you mean you want to do work? Work? Right now? Well, you still need to turn your research paper. You turn into an insect, but you still gotta finish that paper, you know. There's a point to doing this when you're probably not even human anymore. Yeah, okay. Fair. You even still attend college like this? Well, we try to leave the room. Well, there's not much else to do in this room. Doesn't seem like your family's particularly excited to be around you while you look like this. If you want to leave your room, this is your chance, I guess. Thankfully, your sister's been kind enough to leave the door unlocked. Step out of your room, this morning's event's still lingering in your mind. For all that, this place no longer feels like home. Oh? More? Let's go invade Mom and Dad's bedroom. Gotta go into the master bedroom. It's neat, unlike your own disheveled room. Oh no. One of the shelves of the family photo during your high school graduation. Looking back at it makes you feel uncomfortable. I think they turn on your back like... Did they turn on your back like... I feel like that's supposed to be they turn their back? I think they turn on your back like that so quickly when they lovingly hugged you like that just a few years before. You understand, of course. You're no longer that same child they loved and cared for. Can't help wonder if that was all just a lie. But it's undeniable that those years were some of the happiest in your life. Oh boy, this is... in a little bit close to home. Man, high school was one of the last things that happened before my parents got divorced and things started changing. So, yeah. It's always weird looking back on the high school years. It's weird looking back on the years where it's like... the years when I would, like, stay up at night watching the new Beavis and Butthead episodes with my father. And then, like, a year or two later, mother's dragging me to my grandmother's house. You look at the framed picture in your hands and contemplate taking it. You're afraid of forgetting yourself. Forgetting that you were once human. Take the framed picture. Oh. This, like, feels like the most important choice. This feels like the biggest branch. Oh, I don't know. I feel like if I take it, Mom and Dad might notice and they might get a little pissy. I'm gonna veer on the side of caution for now, and we'll just leave it alone. It's no use holding on to this image. It's no longer who you are. Which doesn't bother you all that much. After all, that's all it was. Image. Place it where you found it and walk out of the room. Dining area. It's the dining area right next to the living room. Dishes are mostly untouched. No one would be enthusiastic about breakfast after all that. Okay, so no, they did not go just eat breakfast after seeing me become a monster. Okay. That's something. Is then you notice the rest of your family have always had a sweet breakfast. You have always preferred the more savory kinds with eggs and bacon and hash browns. Dude, don't. You're making me hungry. I could go for some hash browns. I've not had a good hash brown in a long time. You always been that different from them? Ooh. Not really much else to see here, and you really don't feel like cleaning up the rest of your family. Nothing else to see in here? Alright. Living room. Walk past the kitchen to the series of couches next to it. Oh! On the sofa, you see the piece of molted skin left behind. Examining closely, it really looks like you. Well, it looked like you before all this happened, at least. It's a little disturbing, like seeing yourself in a broken mirror, so you can feel the texture of skin and all that. Its face is peaceful for the most part, if you ignore its torn pieces. How do you feel about seeing yourself like this? So now I'm wondering if the ending is determined on whether I stay consistent with how I've been acting. Like, if it's better to say I'll just leave it alone since I picked leave it alone for the picture, or... Or if it's like a point system where it's like positive and negative sort of thing. I'll stay consistent for now, just leave it alone. You don't particularly feel anything looking at the dead piece of skin. Oh, what is this piano piece? While you understand why others might cling to your old self, I think it's maddening that they hold on to a dead molt rather than learn to understand you, who are here now. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to really dig into, the inner mind. Well, it is what it is, I guess. You'll find a way to live, whether you're human or not. Likewise, your family will need to learn to live with this too. Leave the molted skin where it was. They can grieve all they want, but they'll need to accept that you've changed. Either that, you'll make yourself a place that will. Yo, sis! You in your room? Sister was only really kind enough to bring you breakfast. I wonder how long that will last. Ooh. Ouch. Did she run out of patience? This is just an impulsive moment of charity? It's hard to tell how fickle her affection is. You're still grateful for her help. You enter her room and look around for a little bit. It's tidy. Eerily so. She's always been organized. From a proper straight A kid through and through. You would last a long time in Lobami Corporation, I feel. Even though you do kind of look like a random clerk. Don't worry, Maisie. I won't shoot you with the kill bullet. Dark. Fucked up, Manji. Fucked up, Manji. I have a small stack of sticky notes on her desk. You want to write her a note? What for? What would you even write? Thanks for bringing me some food? Quick to write you off as a thing to... Ooh. Oh. Well, she did say that thing, but it seems like that was only before we might have... anyone might have realized that we were actually... the son? No reaction. This is before she approaches the two. Yeah, I think our protagonist is focusing a little too much on the wrong timing. Shrug. Nothing else to do here. You walk back out. I'll just keep going from here and see if I get a different ending at this point. I feel uncomfortable going out and about like this for too long, not knowing when any of them are going to come home. Quietly, you slink back to your room to rest. Bring back the framed picture and place it up by your bed, feeling only slightly guilty for swiping it. Wait, we did take the picture after all, huh? Hold up. That makes me think that... That makes me think it really is a point system where, like... I did not get... Where the points just fell too far into the, to one side, so we took the picture, even though I did not tell him to do that. Can't help if we look at it once again, that feeling of longing returning to you the longer you stare. Either way, you lay in your bed, curled like a fetus. Exhaustion takes you as you drift into sleep. You wait to the sound of your door opening. Oh, wait. This is all stuff we've been through before. I'm just gonna keep... I'm just gonna, like, answer the exact same way I answered before. See if anything changes from here. Oh. You don't hate... Hold up. You woke up as a monster this morning, tearing your way out of your own skin. I don't hate this as much as you thought, honestly. It's still one hell of a thing to wake up to. Your earlier choice is right on track for the best end. Yeah. Of course, your family does not react kindly to this change. Perhaps you've seen this coming, or perhaps not. Thankfully, your sister seems to react a little better than your parents. Wait, this is all the same. Oop. At the very least, it makes you feel a little less alone. Just doing these emotions as you stare at the ceiling above you. But no sooner than you start, you let sleep overtake you. Wait till the sound of knocking. You're able to see your dad open the door and pushing your sister inside with a bunch of things. Huh? Breakfast? Yes, you... Wait, Maisie, why did you say that? Maisie, why are you talking to yourself? And, I guess I'll leave this here too, I guess. Dad wanted you to have it. Places a bunch of books and photo albums in your bedside. What the fuck? Maisie, why are you speaking your narration? Oh no. Oh no, she's also going through changes. She's becoming a narrator. Damn, this family's changed. What the fuck? Dude, I have no idea, okay? Like, convinced you can turn back or something, I guess. I don't know, man. Dad's at least hopeful about turning back, but man, I can already feel that symbolism, that meaning. LOL! If only. Besides exasperated. The way he says if only makes me think that I can get a much different result if I go and reject what we were before. That might be next on the list. Leaves as quickly as she enters, leaving you with all these items. Well, what you want to do? I read what you want to do. I saw eat. I was like, why are we eating the things? No, we're not quite at that point yet. Well, we got eavesdrop. I had to eavesdrop before they have to leave the house to get some context. Lock the door. What? I need you lock the door. Lock it. If that thing goes out on rampage. Is our door not the sort that we can unlock from our end? What is it with, like, doors in, like, all these video games and VNs and stuff where, like, the door of your room can only be locked from the other end? That seems... wait, is that intentional? Is that an intentional point? Like, your parents can lock the door to your room, but you can't? Is that, like, a thing? Because, like, I feel like I've seen that in, like, too many other games where it's like, yeah, the door to this person's room, yeah, everyone else can lock it, but you can't unlock it. That always struck me as very bizarre. Because I can't imagine having, like, my own room and, like, it having a lock but not being able to lock it under my own power and stuff. That thing goes out on rampages. It has a click of the door being locked. Cool. So, how is he? Why don't you go yourself instead of asking me? I would, but I say, huh, you'd rather sacrifice me to the monster than going yourself. Smug. Smirk. Calling the old man out. It's almost refreshing to see you're so sarcastic against your parents. Reverse deadbolt. I guess that makes sense. I can see, like, that being a thing. Especially if you put, well, no, I was about to say, especially if you hastily put it in, like, a way to lock the door. But I don't think a deadbolt's something you can just, like, slap on in, like, 10 seconds. Maisie! I'm leaving. I don't want to talk about this anymore. He's your son. You should be the one taking care of him instead of me. In Ted. I'm assuming that Summer Origin's first language is not English. But honestly, still really good writing. Slam of a door echoes. Maisie! You're grounded! You're grounded, young woman! No more seeing your brother! Wait, come back, we need you to see your brother. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, now you're gonna make me stay home with him? Ha! You're a hypocrite! You barely hear her stomping away. I swear to God, why that kid gets so rebellious? Probably because of that thing. You should have killed that thing when you had the chance. Oh. What the hell? I've barely done anything else outside eating and sleeping. It's like a normal day for me. What if it could turn back? What if that's really our son? Have you seen that thing? That's not human! Nothing but disgusting vermin! Let's just try this first, okay? Oof. Riley leave, you hear the door shutting behind them. Sad thing is, Dad's holding on to a delusion. Dad's probably holding on to a delusion that we could recover, but at the same time, that delusion might be the only thing that's stopping Mom from taking the bug spray. Riley leave, you hear the door shutting behind them. Well, what do you want to do? Let's just eat. Take a look at the food. Some store-bought muffins accompanied by the same yogurt and fruits from yesterday. You're really only enthusiastic about the yogurt. You already know how dry and crumbly those muffins are just by looking. I'm of the mind that Dad's attitude is nearly as disgusting as Mom's, not gonna lie. But honestly, yeah, I think I'm holding on to some optimism, but I can definitely see, like, the problems. I can still see the issues. Like, he is definitely in, like, hard denial about the whole thing. Definitely does not want to accept that this might be the new norm. That it's not good to turn your eyes away from changes, especially when they come to your kids. You gotta stand by them. And Mom and Dad definitely are not standing by it. It's definitely worse if you read it the way I did as a whole. Yeah, I know you do not have the best relationship with your father, so I had to say, I definitely feel like I have a better relationship with my parents, so I can definitely see, like, how the differing experiences might result in much different outlooks on the parents. That would detonate them while talking about childhood memories longingly. Ouch! Ooh. I can see that. I can see where you're coming from. I don't think I saw it before, but I can see, like, where that idea would come from. Like, very much holding on to, like... Yeah, I noticed you used the term dead name, which, I was thinking that this story is going to be a metaphor for, being trans, and, like... I definitely did have the thought of, like, that the whole, like, turning into something else was a metaphor for trans. I was wondering if the story was gonna just go super hard in that direction. It's a little hard for me to tell right now, since it seems like Maisie's still kind of referring to us as the brother, and I think so far we haven't really argued, but wondering. I'm wondering... I'm trying to work out, like, where this story is going. I'm stalling now. Still, you take a tentative bite of it before polishing off the little package of yogurt. Either way, you place the trash into the little trash can in your room before awkwardly washing the plate in your bathroom sink. At least we have our own bathroom? That's convenient. Really, it's okay to use hand soap for this. Not you have much of a choice here. Awkwardly set the clean plate somewhere. Yeah, we are still very much an insect that gives me those vibes all in all, yeah. Now what? I guess we're doing all three. I kind of avoided looking at the items because I feel like this was going to be a thing that like kind of pushed us past a certain point, but I guess I don't have a choice in this regard. Curious, your eyes head towards the various items your sister placed in your room. Full album, some of your childhood favorite books. Anyway, now they're all out of the house, you have the opportunity to look at the items. Oh, I still have a bad feeling about this because this is very much Dad's idea. That does make me think that looking at these is a bad idea, like it puts us in a bad state of mind. I'm gonna skip out on this. No, I'm not looking. You're done looking. Really understand he's doing this because he's hoping for you to turn back human or whatever. Yeah, when we talk about the whole trans thing, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that interpretation now. Ooh. You already know the futility of it. Look at the items, feeling only the vague feeling that these were important moments to you before. I don't believe this changes the ending, but it is lore at least. I'll look at those next go around after we get the next ending. Now, they're nothing more but cute little piles of trash. Ah well, you'll be able to take it back later. If anything, you pay him for trying so hard for something impossible. Some part of you longs to go back to how things were, that's just not possible. You set them items aside. Locked in your Locked in your with not much else to do, you simply idle about in your room. Sure, you have plenty of unfinished businesses, but none of that really matters now, does it? No one to talk to, nothing to do, and nowhere else to go. It isn't so wild to think about running away, right? So you take one last cursory look around the room. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Nothing left for you, you look towards the window. You open the window by your bed. Fence back. Oh my, that. Yeah, need a little bit of need another look at spell check. It's fine. It's fine. I definitely think I'm gonna look now. Now I am curious. I've been Order Time VTuber, huh? Okay, yeah, don't. Whatever. Not the thing to focus on. It's fine, I get it. Ben's backyard, barely merging into the woods just beyond. Freshness of the air beckoning you to leave your little gilded cage. What floor are we on? Take a tentative step out, your feet touching the ground outside with a generous thud. I guess we're close enough to the ground? I was scared. I was scared this was gonna be like a jump out the window thing. I got really scared for that. Admittedly, I don't... What? Was that one of the... I don't think a suicide warning type of thing was it one of the content warnings. I'm assuming we're not going that direction. I need to recheck. I need to actually recheck. I'm gonna be a lot more scared. Yeah, it just says blend violence. I also noticed this is body dysphoria, which yeah, I'm like dead set convinced now. I like forgot about the body dysphoria and the content warning for a moment there, but blend violence. This is a one-story house as far as I can tell from references and pics. Okay. Because sometimes references and pictures aren't always the most indicative in like VNs, especially like shorter like things. Like I think even in like I want to say Katawa Shoujo had like a few like background images and stuff that definitely was not fully indicative of like the actual look of the environment and stuff. It's been like a year or two since I actually went and finished up Katawa Shoujo, because yes, I did play that on my own time. I'm stalling again. I forgot my point. The fence is a bit high to climb, but it isn't difficult for your claws to dig into them. Tumble outside clumsily for a second, worry that someone's seen you. The lushness of the forest and the feel of fresh air in your skin washes away your worries. Grass in the ground and the crunching of leaves all feels so good. Adrenaline rushes in your blood, the twigs and wind bouncing off your hardened skin. When was the last time you felt this free? Claws, your armored skin, and your heart all long to be out here. Are we just gonna run away into the woods? I feel like that would definitely be a thing that would happen if I went super hard on the, like, discarding, like, the past self thing, but I feel like I didn't go hard enough on that to warrant that react. Take your time in the forest and watch the darkness settle as the sun sinks back into the horizon. As the darkness hits, fear starts to seep in. Okay, yeah, here we go. Forest is wild and unfamiliar. You know no one and nothing out there. Despite the longing, you do not know if you can call it home. Look back at the fenced building, the familiar little cage. It's then that you realize you have nowhere to go but home. Carefully climbed the backyard fencing, I was hoping to creep back inside unnoticed. Of course, things are never that easy. Ah, shit. What do you think you're doing, you crazy monster? Oh shit, what if the neighbors saw him? We're gonna get evicted for sure. What? Do you realize what you just did? Are you insane? Going out like that? See what I told you? You can't reason with this thing. Ooh. It was useless after all. You stupid piece of shit. Ouch. Oh, shit. You're not leaving this place, you parasite. You even realize what you just did. Do you realize that we're protecting you by letting you stay here? Oh, no. Oh, this is not for protection's sake. This is not for my sake, you son of a bitch. Why can't you just be grateful? Oh, ouch. I shouldn't even be surprised. You're no better than an animal after all. Ooh. There's that familial abuse. That rushes past, tools in hand. Seems like they're determined to keep you in no matter what. Winds with each hit of the hammer behind you see boards of the window. Think what will happen if someone saw you? They'll call the cops, you know. What do you think they'll do to a disgusting monster like you? They'll get rid of a monster like you, that's what. Yes, clearly you're so concerned about us getting killed, aren't you? You know what? Okay, she's not even hiding it. At least she's not hiding it. Damn. Maybe you deserve it. Done. Get inside. And this time, stay inside. Whew. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts. You hear the click of the door followed by its locks. In the darkness, you can barely see anything. Not even your hands. You can barely see the crack of light from under the door. You hear the front door open. It must be Maisie. Stick your ear to the wall, listening in. I can't find him! Don't worry about that. The thing came back on its own. It sure won't be getting out anytime soon. It would have been better if it doesn't come back here. Let me be someone else's problem. Ow! Oh! Doesn't even bother to hide the complete contempt for us even being here with Maisie, huh? You insane? He's your son! My son is dead. You're serious? I'd really rather have him dead than different. You're insane. You're both insane! Hey! I saw that! That when you stop her! You even want to try and reconnect with— It's no use after all. The thing is just— Oh, yep. And he's given up. Shit. Shitheel. You're both shit parents, you know that? Do you even know how hard it is to raise kids? Oh, so your idea of raising kids is to lock them inside when unexpected changes happen? You're fucking insane! Watch your mouth! Make me, bitch! You! Oh. Both of you stop! Maisie, watch me. What are you gonna say? That I'm grounded? Because with your father, I'm already grounded twice over. Maisie! Fuck off, I'm going back to my room. Those words were followed by loud stomps and topped off with a massively satisfying slam of the door. Boom! Roast your ass, Maisie! A moment of silence falls through the entire house before tired sighs were heard. It's in the darkness, ruminating your options. Wait until you hear your parents enter their rooms, you think about your options. Logical thing to do in this case is to run away, right? Considering how this escalated, you aren't sure if it'll be wise to leave your sister in a place like this. It's not like she could stay with you either. Feel your way around the room, find your way to the wall adjacent to her room. Make a gentle rhythmic tap, hoping to get her attention. Thankfully, she seems to notice and tap back. You okay? I don't know. I return. Why indeed? Bob, you already knew that you've outgrown this place. No space for you here. The home you know and love is long gone. I don't know. Go. Is she telling you to escape? Where? Any. Wait for her to say something else. Nothing comes. Okay, yep, you're on the best end. Yo, already? I've already, stumbled my way onto the best ending? House creaks and groans in the night as you tentatively tap the wall. Alright, that's that then. Pretty much agree with her. You shouldn't have come back. You're also a little glad you did. At least you get to tell her. Perhaps hearing her tell you to get out of here gives you the confidence you need to leave for good. Think of your options to escape. Probably tear out the planes from your boarded window, but that'll make a lot of noise. There's a small ventilation window in the bathroom you may fit through. Probably also break the door, but that'll definitely gain your parents' attention. Asking Maisie to unlock it is another option, and definitely the least noisy. Still, where would you go from here? What do you need to bring? Clothes? ID card? Do we really think an ID card will help us at this point? Money too, I guess. You glad you took that part-time job last semester? Some documents like your birth certificate are outside. You may need to leave without them. Can you rent your own place like this? Well, it's worth a try anyway. Even being out in the wild might be better than staying here. Quick little thing you carry with you when you hear the cell click for the door. Oh. Sister peeks in and gives a slight nod. Oh, that was easier than you expected. You got looking around. House is dark and empty. No noise from your parents. Granted, it's a little late. Sister throws you a small bag before opening the front door. Peeks at the bag as the documents you were missing. How did she even... Marriage date. They should have chosen something a little harder. You've been seeing her more rebellious side these days. Can't even say you're surprised anymore. Base! Based Maisie! Give me a fucking challenge! Give me a fucking challenge, Rents! She always like this? I guess it makes sense. Even you stopped sharing stuff with your parents a while back. Even you stopped sharing stuff with your parents a while back definitely makes me think that there was something bubbling under the surface even before all this, which kind of does go back to the... It kind of does go back to the, maybe realizing that you were the gender you were assigned at birth. Do you have plans on where to go? It might not be necessarily, like, a full-on trans story, but it does seem like it's tapping a lot into those, those sorts of, themes and stuff. Shake your head. Looks a little worried. You sure you're gonna be okay? Shrug. Come with me, Maisie? Like, I don't think you have much of a place here either, Maisie. I could use the help? Well, it's gotta be better than staying here, I guess. I mean, even if anything happens, come visit, I guess? Well, why are you staying? They're not around, of course. Honestly, I don't think they'll even look for you. I won't even be surprised if an obit ran in the paper tomorrow. Okay, it took me a moment. That's supposed to be obituary, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they already put in an obituary. Can't even argue with that. I can't wait he tries to stay. Isn't this suffocating? I can't wait to graduate so I can get my own space and get out of here. Wait, you're not even graduated? Are you not also college? I guess, like, she's the little sister and we're, like, we're 20, so I guess, like, 18 would probably make sense. Yeah, still in high school. Probably, like, last year of high school. She is definitely full-on... It definitely seems like she is full-on planning to get the fuck out of Dodge, though. Can't believe you chose to stay and live at home when you could get to a college out of town and get your own place. Well, no need to pay rent, utilities, free food, yeah. That is always the reason you stay with the parents, huh? Even if it's not the best of relationships. Still free housing, free food. Still, though, sometimes it's just better to get out. Shrek again. It's right, I guess. Most people would do that, wouldn't they? If they can, at least. Probably scared of leaving home. Losing all the comforts of your home and starting again. Oh. I don't even want to fucking... That's saying way too close to home, but unfortunately I've also got the I've got 2 extra problems. One of a certain responsibility that I do still need to be available and around to take care of, and also I just know I wouldn't... I just know I'm unfortunately kind of incapable of being independent. It's not even that they haven't tried, but man, it did not take super well for me. I don't think I could live on my own. I'm kind of fucked. I'm kind of fucked in that regard. Ouch. Probably thought it's okay even if you have to play the role of a good normal son every day. It's not like there's much of a choice now. Knowing your own parents wants you dead. Either way, come visit if you need anything, I guess. Mom and Dad would disagree, but mi casa, tu casa. I even leave the windows unlocked for you. But yeah, you better survive until I get my own place, okay? We'll both make it out of here. Yeah, we'll both make it out of here. There's the financial barrier to independence, and there's all the other barriers to independence. It's all so much harder these days. Yeah, it's not like when our parents were kids. There's a shit ton more, like, financial barriers and all sorts of other things that's kind of keeping us all locked in where a lot of us might not want to be. Frankly, I'm kind of lucky. My relationship with my parents are, like, good enough that I can write it out. There's a lot of people where that is absolutely not an option. It's a fucking awful situation. Saying your final blah 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 blah. Good reading skills, Manji. Saying your final silent goodbyes. Look one last time at a place you've called home all your life. Hear the door close quietly behind you. You don't look back. Ending 5. Leaving home. Well, we're out of the nest. That's ending 5, so I'm definitely the best ending. The most optimistic one. Definitely probably the best for our protagonist. Freedom. Freedom indeed. So unfortunately now I gotta go back and fucking ruin it by... Yeah, I did promise this was going to be a full playthrough in the tags. And this game seems sure enough that I could, like, knock out the other 2 endings. Even though they're probably going to be way fucking shittier endings. I'm assuming that one of the endings is for, like, going a lot harder on, like, throwing your old life away, and there's two endings. The other one, with what you've been saying, is probably for falling for Maisie's trap and, like, answering her, little questions there wrong. I want to go super hard on throwing the old life away. Looking at the picture only reminds you of how your family treated you this morning. How easily you believe their fickle affections. You almost laugh at your past naivete. You easily smash the framed picture with your chitinous hands. Sharp pieces of glass and wood tearing the family within. You leave the pieces where they are. Shattered family, shattered picture. Scattered all over. After all, your armored skin won't be hurt by it. And we're gonna throw this. I think number 4 involves not bonding with Maisie enough, so if you can not get the tap code from her, it should be in the... Huh. Alright. Let's throw this out. Seeing it fills you with discomfort. Watching your parents cling to this pathetic piece of skin while you're right there. The fact that they rather cling to remnants of your old self is definitely a recipe for trouble. Most better get rid of this thing now rather than later. I imagine ending number 3 is either clinging too hard onto your past self, or being a little number 3 is indeed falling for Maisie's trap. Huh. Or with your claws tearing bits and pieces with your razor-sharp mandibles. Soon there's nothing left of what you once were. The thin facade of your old self giving under your new monstrous body. Almost feels cathartic. After all, what's the point of hanging on to something you obviously aren't? What's the point of holding on to the fickle affection of those who turn against you at the drop of a hat? Maybe it's so bad after all, being a monster. Normally on the good path, you can try to help Maisie make dinner without consequence. Oh, I have to try to help Maisie make dinner if I didn't? If you fall for Maisie's trap and then try to help Maisie make dinner, it should lock you in ending number 3. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Thanks, Dun. I want to see what else changes from... sure. Even if it's a matter of convenience, but she doesn't need to see you. Still appreciate her bringing you some food, even your parents won't. You can write her thank you note, I guess. Struggle with the pen, unused to the hard surface of your skin. Clawed fingertips don't help either. Still, you managed to write out a pathetic little thank, sticking it on her desk. Nothing else to do, you walk back outside. We're gonna fear nap. Hold up. Nope, shit, hold up. Anyway, you lay in your bed, curled like a fetus. Exhaustion takes you as you drift into sleep. You're woken up from your nap with several knocks on the door. Groggily, albeit cautiously, you approach the door, opening a small slit. Sister peeks through. Did you write that note? You nod slowly. Move away from the door, giving her some space. Reaches for your partially eaten dishes, probably thinking of cleaning it up. Then she peeks in again, staring at you for a few moments and speaking. Hard to tell what she was saying. You wait nervously for her to do something. So, you do understand us still? Well, that makes sense. At least you can still understand me when I talk. Okay, skip. Wait. I keep forgetting just how... Right, that did happen later. Shakehead. Oh. Okay. That's a narration. Is that supposed to be narration, or is that supposed to be Maisie? You see disappointment flash in her eyes. Either way, you can still, understand us. Idea, but you can still communicate by writing, I guess. So this is probably the thing that, like, locks you out getting the tap code. Better than nothing at all, indeed. It's more to communicate communication outside of talking, of course. Writing, body language. You're sure you'll be okay even without verbal communication. Anyway, I'll go prep for dinner, I guess. How do we clear things up, though? Now she's out of the room, you're once again left to your own devices. Let's help with dinner. I want to... Because I don't think I fell for the trap in this case! But I feel like... But definitely not close enough to get that tab code, so I'm wondering... Peek out of the door, the sound of the door opening up scared by the sound of running water. Wait for a moment, waiting for her to notice, but she doesn't seem to notice. Oop, shit. Walk closer and closer. She jumps in surprise when you poke her shoulder, dropping the spoon in her hands. You do jump in surprise, knocking over a few glasses and eating utensils that are sitting on the counter. They shatter on impact. Oh! What are you doing? Just stop! Just go back to your room and wait. Ooh. You're making this harder for me. Just go! You flinch at her, scolding and back away slowly, looking at her apologetically. Okay! So when they're silhouettes mean they're basically unrecognizable to how you used to see them, I feel. They are not the same person that you knew back then. Ouch! Instead turns away from you and groans. Looks like she's about to cry. Walk back into your room feeling absolutely terrible. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. You should be able to manage her own after all. Whew! Wait, you need room for something, anything to happen. Some sort of clarity, I hope. Where to go from here. To your ear to the door, listening in on them in the dining room. Oh, but... she's back? Huh. It's not too scary being home alone with that thing. You just keep the door locked, yes? It's fine, nothing happened. Is that really my brother, though? It's not your brother! No, of course not! Yeah, we don't even know if he can understand us or not. It really doesn't feel like him anymore. There's no way to bring him back? Like, maybe if we... Just stop. But, like, what if we just remind him that he was human? He was never human in the first place! Ouch! Like... Is it bad that... I don't know how I feel when my first thought was that, like... She's not just referring to just when we turned into an insect. Like, this was stewing under for a long-ass time. Yeah, just stop. They're there quietly, not another word being muttered. It's followed by the sound of a door closing, and then two. Feel even more isolated than this morning. Wonder if maybe you should have reached out to your sister or something. Hint, hint! Hint, hint, hint! Hint, hint! Hint! Do you get the hint? Coward! Fuck you! I don't hate this as much as you thought, honestly, but still one hell of a thing to wake up to. Of course, your family does not react kindly to this change. Perhaps you've seen this coming, or perhaps not. Either way, you can't help but feel bitterness building up. It's not like you asked for any of this. If anything, you probably wanted their help. They've shown themselves to be cruel, and you can't help but feel anger. Their affection all this time is just a lie. Just stewing these emotions, you stare at the ceiling above you. Okay, I definitely need to eavesdrop now. I need to see how this has not changed. That didn't change? Huh. Let's just take a look at these. Because now, since I skipped out on them before, since we've already kind of screwed ourselves, might as well at least reminisce? Question mark? Might not be the best thing to cling on to, but childhood photo album containing photos of when you were a baby up until your graduation a few years ago. I think we're ending 3 branches, obviously you might still be on ending 4. Yeah, well, we can figure it out. It's hard to tell, because so the way that she got shouted over definitely felt like, oh yeah, we're done. This is the end of our line, but it's still going. Also has photos of your little sister as well as your parents. Let your curiosity overtake you as you browse through the photos. Baby photos, photos of you making your sister cry, and a bunch of other things from your childhood. The full of your sister crying after you threw plastic bugs at her. Okay. Damn. You threw plastic bugs at her. Karma got us back. Like a bitch. I mentioned failing Maisie's test because when you fail her test, she goes from her normal sprite to a silhouette. Ooh. Wait, so did I fail the test, or... Bullied her! We bullied her! This is our punishment! This is our karma! You threw bugs at your little sister as a child! Now you are the bug! And then when you got into a scuffle and ruined her haircut... We were just an asshole, Maisie! Is that like... Oh no, what if that's the fucking, like, secret back... What if that's the secret, like, we bullied her as a child, so when we were younger, she, like, did some black magic curse stuff to turn us into a bug, and it's only just now hitting us. We were getting scolded hell after both of these events. Your schoolfuls are your classmates from your and your sister's yearbooks. You barely remember them save for a few. They've largely left your life now. Although you remember being close to them in your childhood, you can't but wonder, you only friends because you were stuck together all day? You lose contact with them finishing school. Honestly, you don't really care enough to reach out to them again. Can't help but wonder how they are, though. What are the chances that anyone aside from you turned out to be a monster, too? Can't just be you, right? I'm looking you set aside the album. What? Let's see what's in the books. You look at the books they left you. Funny, most are children's books you haven't touched in ages. Looking at gives you a small blast from the past. Thinking back, there's a point where you stopped sharing your life with your family. No surprise that they only have stuff from when you were still a little kid. And when this started happening, it's also quite telling of how they see you. It's no more than a little kid still. Did your dad think this is all you're... Did your dad think this is all you're into? Go through the books anyway, reading through them quick, and you realize, while they're good books, they don't bring you the same joys as when you were a child. Ouch! Too real. Obviously, you've outgrown them. Either way, they do provide a little entertainment while you're locked up in here for the day. You gladly look over the books. They'll bring you a measure of joy. You can't help but feel sad that they're only here in your hands because your dad wants you to return to how you were. Mostly you may appreciate them more if not for the pressure to return to how you were. Time when you were, you know, normal. A good and normal kid. Only things still were that. Only things still were that easy. Those books can only distract you for so long. Set them aside once you're done looking through them. What? Oh, let's get this train. Let's crash this train. Maybe it would have been better if it doesn't come back here. That'd be someone else's problem. That's right. Didn't help after all. Can't afford to lose this house. I told you, it was a lost cause. He's gone. Silence envelops the house as foreboding feeling sinks into you. Mourning for you when you're right here. They've written you off dead. They don't even consider you human, let alone family. This is no longer a place you can belong to. Anywhere else would be better than here. You shouldn't have come back. There's nothing left for you here. Wrong to come back, you conclude. You need to leave. You need to get out of here. Even the wilderness will be a better place than this suffocating home. Board up your bedroom window while you can still try to pry it open. No way they won't hear you do so. Still the bathroom window, though. It's a little small, but your best bet. Feel your way around the darkness, opening the bathroom door as softly as you can. Creep in, faint moonlight from the bathroom window guiding you. The red moonlight. There's been quite a bit of like usage of the color red in this game. Something about this definitely feels the most like significant. However, The window's a little high up, but the toilet right below gives you the extra height you need to reach it. Oh, it's very prominent. Oh, I'm gonna get slammed here, aren't I? Tort yourself to try and fit into the window. The exoskeleton makes it difficult and the gentle cracking noise alarms you. But you push through anyway. Whether it's your exoskeleton or the window that breaks doesn't matter to you. You already know you won't leave this place uninjured. Ooh. What's most important is that you get out if you're alive. Then with a thud, louder than you expect. You hear the door of your room opening. We're out! We're out! We're out! You run. You keep running. Run until you don't hear the screams anymore. Look past your shoulder. The house becoming smaller and smaller with every step you take. Soon it disappears from your sight. Look back one last time. A pang of longing hits you. And at the same time, relief. The place you called home is no more. The world is so wide, you'll find a new one. You have to. Ending 4, run away. Very similar, but we definitely don't have that support system in Maisie anymore. That hurts. I think that hurts more. That definitely hurts more than the other two endings, like bad endings so far, just because it's so close to being the ideal outcome, but that one extra thing that you lost is, that hurts a lot to not have, and to know that you don't have it. Alright, one more ending. You're out, but you're now lost. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to head back to. For the fun of it, I'm gonna go all the way back to the start. So I see these other things that I missed before. I want anyone to see you like this. You scramble towards the bathroom door, slamming it shut and locking it behind you. Oh good, you're awake then. Hurry and get your breakfast, okay? You're walking away from your room and you sigh in relief. You know you can't hide here forever, right? Oh? Oh, new things. New choices. Anyway, now you're in the bathroom, what do you do? Oh, ooh. Let's just take a moment to breathe. Take a second to compose yourself. Now what? Sick breath! Will we actually get a good, clear look at ourselves? No. Just a big, red, messy silhouette. But I think, honestly, in a way, that's also better. I'm a firm believer of sometimes the best thing to do is to not show. Sometimes you get your point across so much better by not explicitly showing what might, even if it might seem to be relevant. Curiosity gets the better of you. Approach the sink once more, this time eyes on the mirror. What looks back at you isn't at all how you remember yourself. You're taller than you remember. Pieces of your old skin cling onto you, barely covering the red underneath. Oh, that red is not just style, that is all red. We are all red. More or less. Sharp edges and hardened, fleshy masses is about all you can make out of it. It's like staring at an image that doesn't make anything, that isn't quite abstract. You know you have hands and eyes, and something that looks like a mouth that you can open and close at will. That's about all you can make out of it. Let's stay acceptant. This is kind of cool, actually. Okay, but looking at yourself again, you can't help but think this is kind of cool, actually. You've always had some fascination with the macabre, but you find yourself almost interesting. Like, sure, it's cool in a fucked up way, but, like, it's still cool. You know, sometimes being an insect can be cool. So you doubt anyone else will agree with you. Anyway, now you're in the bathroom, what do you do? You know what? Out of sheer curiosity. Ugh, gross. Oh, just a glimpse in the mirror makes you feel horribly sick. You wish this was all just a bad dream. Why can't you just be normal? You already know this would make your life much harder. But then again, it's not like you have a choice in the matter. Could be worse. But you're still relatively humanoid at least. It could be worse. Sure, they might just... Sure, this might just be copium, but hey! It's so fucking weird to see the word copium in this. Like... It's got, like, it's, like, lighthearted and, like, kind of glib moments, but just seeing copium is definitely, like, a much different, like, feel compared to some of the occasionally, like other parts have kind of shrouded on, like, dark humor, but, man, copium just hits different. Copium hits different in this context. Oop. Could have as a giant cockroach or something. Imagine waking up and you're just a humanoid dragonfly. The horror! I can't even make a joke about a cockroach anymore because now there's actually like a cockroach VTuber. But you didn't. That's all that matters, right? There is amazing. Yeah, Matara Khan. They're with VShoujo, so they are very much a, like, corporate VTuber, but yeah, the idea is supposed to be cockroach. They are very much supposed to be a cockroach VTuber. I'm not sure how much more information I want to get into Makara-kan, like, her previous work? But, yeah, yeah, she exists. You need a cockroach VTuber in your life? There you go. As long as you don't mind, like, VShoujo. Anyway, now that I'm done talking about cockroach VTubers and copium, it's time to wallow in misery. Well, fair enough, I guess. Waking up and realizing you aren't who you thought you were can't be easy. How are you going to face your family like this? What will they think of you? Do they love you still? Oh! Ooh, it's rough going back and seeing that line. Oh, it's rough after seeing everything else. It's rough going back and seeing that line. Like, even if you knew that it wasn't going to end well, ouch! It's hard to tell, isn't it? They can't exactly crawl back into that suffocating pupa now. It's alright, bud. Take your time. Better. Let's get back to it. Well, it's time for everything... Trackpad, please. It's time for everything to go oh so horribly wrong. Honestly, not much to do here. It's better if you just went out and asked for help. Knocking your room's door, getting your family's attention. It's your mother who gets the first and approaches the door. Hey, everything alright? Try your best to explain to her what happened, hoping to prepare them for this. I forgot about that crunch for a moment. I don't know just how much of this is, like, necessary to avoid ending 2. Imagine not... Let's at least just go from here. Now it's time for our own denial. I'm gonna go back to how I was. Looking at it feels with a deep longing. I imagine it's supposed to be filled. If only you were still normal. If only you were still human. You'll regret having taken your family's affections for granted. Why can't you just live as a normal, happy family? From everything I've been seeing, that wasn't going to be an option forever. As a normal, happy child. It definitely feels like this whole thing is only just accelerated. Like, the fracturing of the family. Like, this could have gone on, like, things could have gone on as they were before for much, much longer, but like, at some point, things were going to change. Hold on to this piece of you, wish you could crawl back into it. Even if you could, your family already knows that you aren't one of them. Still, one can only hope. Hold onto the piece of skin, holding it gently as to not ruin it any more than you have. Let's bring the only way things go on was by just waking up, realizing something was wrong, and then going back to sleep and forcing it back down. I'm wondering, because that's very much what we do in the first ending, huh? We kind of just say, we kind of just turn back from it. I wonder if the first ending is basically you don't wake up as a monster and things just kind of go on as they used to be, but that kind of like opens the way for things to go wrong in other ways. Like turning your back on things that are changing, looking away from it, being too scared to accept it, just kind of pushing it all back down, even if it does make you suffer in the end. Speaking of pushing things back down, nostalgia grips you as you hold a picture of your old life. Or we wake up and bust out of our skin, but in ending one, we fall back asleep and don't wake up. Yeah, our true insect self gets pushed back down and ignored. Never truly wake up. You just kind of die in that. I imagine we just kind of die in that shell. It's not exactly a very good life, I imagine. Wish things weren't the way they are now. Why couldn't things just stay as they were? Take the picture with you, hoping that your family does not notice nor mind. Well, we're gonna fuck things up with Maisie, so... Oh? Here. Can't help but look at once again, the feeling of longing returning to you the longer you stare. Carrying it as gently as you can, you carry the cocoon in your arms and lay it on the chair by your bed. This fucking trackpad, I swear. You're not sure what you're trying to achieve doing this. Perhaps you're a little attached to your past self. Perhaps it's something else. Love that random J. I feel bad. I do feel bad, like, pointing out, like, all of, like, the little problems. Regardless, it watches you by your bedside. By the way, you lay in your bed, curled like a fetus. Oh. Peace after hearing nothing else for a few seconds. She throws a glance at your cocoon on the chair next to you for a second, but doesn't say anything. This is different. Yeah, I definitely have been trying to, like, fill in the gaps myself. I should probably just stop pointing out the problems. I don't know, like, the J in the middle was like... I mean... The J and the M are fairly close to each other, so, like... That's... Like... But yeah, I can see, like, that mistake. Like, it's just, like, they're just little mistakes. It's not like they completely, like, destroy... It's not like they, like, take away from the, It's not like they, like, hurt the message or anything like that. Some people can argue, like, the little things, like, add up, but, like, these things happen. Wave, I guess? You awkwardly wave at her. She awkwardly waves back. No, but you got me curious now. You actually had me curious now. Yeah, true, it's just noticeable reading it verbatim out loud. Yeah, it's my thing. I agree with that. Let's just stare. Simply stare at her, and she does the same. A few seconds of awkward staring, she just uncomfortably before leaving you with your partially eaten breakfast. Huh. Descending to... Doesn't seem like it. Wait, this... Yeah, this probably is just descending to... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. So you take one last cursory look around the room. Look at the pieces of skin resting on the armchair near your bed. Doesn't look much like you anymore. In fact, it barely looks like anything anymore. I almost can't believe that used to be human. That used to be a part of you. Oh! The time to let it go. Piece of skin has since lost all moisture. A gentle gesture is no longer enough to keep it up. Never had a choice in the first place. Its facade quickly becoming unrecognizable. Soon only one of you will remain. You give it one last goodbye. It slips through your fingers like sand. You lean in anyway. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This might be ending too soon. I like how we get all this different stuff, but it might just be it still leads us to the path we were already on. Thank you and goodbye. Last remnants of that facade is nothing but a pile of white. You open the windows and let it scatter. You look as they fly freely, the winds and the freshness of the air just beckoning you to leave your gilded little cage. Oh, we are already running. Shit, I didn't see that. That was the butterfly one, so I think that was ending 4. Let's hide. Caught by surprise, you quickly hide under your blanket. Oh, shit, sorry. I'm just here to grab your plate. Quickly as she appeared. You understand what I'm saying? Wait. Pull out some of your childhood favorite books. Before you even manage to grab one of those, you hear the click of your bedroom door being locked. Ah. Okay, that sucks, but oh well. Oh, yeah. I guess since we don't eavesdrop, we don't get to hear them be like, yeah, lock the fucking door. Briefly hear incoherent mumblings, but your full attention still lies on these items left behind. You're an argument between your sister and your dad, followed by the slam, but you can only assume it's the front door. I'm not even surprised anymore. Nothing but a fragile little shell you can no longer hide in. It easily falls apart under your monstrous hands. Never had a choice in the first place. I just want to see if anything else changes. Okay, no. Seems like if we wave, beckon out to her, we can at least get her to talk to us. Nod your head. Now, once again, is she suspicious of you? Well, granted, you look nothing like you used to, but still. Alright. Let's see. Let's fall for this fucking trap. Because clearly Maisie's just so concerned about her math homework after all this. Yeah. I mean, why not? It's just reading through her essay, right? Squints her eyes, scrutinizing you. Ooh. Really leaves the room as if escaping from a beast. Did you say the wrong thing? Now she's out of the room, you're once again left to your own devices. Ooh, it was something else seeing her just turn like that. It's one thing when you just go try to help her and she's just suddenly a silhouette. It's another thing when it turns into a silhouette. It was help with dinner for ending 3? A bite of it before polishing off the little package of yogurt. And you soon hear the click of your bedroom door being locked. Probably your mom. You're not even surprised anymore. It's kind of a smart question. Like, is he just pantomiming or does he actually remember me? Yeah. Yeah, I made fun of it, but like, it definitely got very clear once I answered, like, this is definitely, like, a dig. Still hurts seeing her react that way. Yeah. Quickly followed by some incoherent mumblings, followed by the slam of the door. Maybe bother to listen. You already know the gist of things after all. There was going to be some argument about you, which is funny because you're literally just here, chilling. That way you place the trash into the little trash can in your room before awkwardly washing the plate in your bathroom sink. Wait, I might have to ditch the cocoon first. Yeah, I think I have to ditch the cocoon. I don't think I can actually hold on to that fucking cocoon if I want to get anywhere. Wait. Okay, so you kind of just lock yourself out of connecting with her if you, just flat out deny that you remember. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait a minute. The more you look at these items, the more they piss you off. Why is it so hard to just accept that you've changed? It's so pathetic seeing your dad shove your childhood items you don't care all that much about. Even more so making your sister do it instead of doing it himself. This honestly feels like the result I was expecting when I tried to make our protagonist be a bit more, like, get a bit harder on the whole, like, abandoning the old life thing. Where is Kiss with him? Little play dolls? Pawns in a chessboard? What do you think this will do? Is he hoping this may turn back into the good old obedient kid you never were? You never were, huh? But he never gave a shit about trying to get to know you as a person. That past self of yours is nothing but a mirage. Nope, you're not buying into this. You're not gonna do as they want you to. But this time we don't have Maisie for support, yeah. You're done being a normal human for him, for your mom, for anyone, really. You're so adamant about you being a monster, you may as well be. Tear apart the books and the album with your sharp claws and cutting his skin isn't hard to do. You melt under the force of your hands so easily. As you destroy all of it, they'll stop thinking about who you were and look at you instead. Whether they like it or not, this is who you are now. Oh, or it'd be a better window when you can try to pry it open. There's no way they won't hear you do so. For some reason you feel like laughing. No way. They really thought they could keep you locked in here? Remember how flimsy a fence fell under your claws when you escaped earlier? But if you're going to make noise regardless, why not go through the main gate? Fuck this place, you're done building. You're blah 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 blah. Fuck this place, you're done playing nice. They literally want you dead. Why are you playing nice in the first place? You ripped through the door with ease. Whoa! Did you know? Softer things tend to bend rather than break. They're malleable, it can adjust their form accordingly. But none of that matters under your sharpened claws. You sigh when her stupid screaming stops. Ooh. Yes! Killed! You know what? Hold up. Hold up just for you, Don. I do love playing silly little sounds during the stream. I really need to set myself up like a proper soundboard. Like a professional soundboard, like one that Proton John uses, cause man, I could always go for like silly little sound effects. If you've seen my Persona 4 and Grey's Attorney playthroughs, you know my love for silly little sound bites. Anyway, enough having fun with Yes Kill. It's time to get back to the killing and feel the full weight of what we've done. You sigh where stupid screaming stops. Then you see a cowardly shadow looming over you. You hear the sound of ringing as something blunt hits you from behind. All you see is red. You already know you're not leaving this place unharmed. You face your cowardly father, shaking like a scared dog as if he wasn't the one who just hit you. You would have laughed if your mouth allowed it. Even with a weapon in his hand, that's how sharp and pointy you are. It's not hard to find soft spots. Maybe they're right. Maybe you're a beast. A monster, even. You turn to the last living human in this place, your face plastered in fear. I find it interesting that she is... I do find it interesting that, like, we see her in silhouette, but only, like, briefly in both occasions, and every other time it's, like, full view. This probably would have been a lot easier if we could still only see her as a silhouette. We don't get an easy death, though. To be honest, you had considered sparing her. Her terrified eyes says all that you need to know. A monster. You really are a monster. Why did you ever think otherwise? Struggles prove to be fruitful. You exhale. Those first few breaths hurt like hell, but you're breathing, and you're alive. Ouch! The callback. Feel the cold morning air hit your wet body. Whew! Wet body! It's cold. As your eyes adjust to the light, you see your hands underneath you. Massive red with little pieces of skin hanging onto them. But you're alive. That's all that matters. Ending 3, Parasite. Oh. Ouch. They treated you like a monster. This is the one where you finally go, you know, fuck it. Yeah, you're right. I am a monster. Let me show you. Fucking ouch. Ooh, that's a lot to chew on. That's all 5 endings. Got no reason to care anymore. We put you so, mother. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's any more, like, interesting little... I feel like I've seen everything. I don't know if you know if there's, like, any other, like, interesting little scenes. Like, I know I got all the endings, but I don't know if there's any other, like, little scenes that really stick out in your mind that I might have somehow missed. But in any case, whew, that's a hell of a way to end it. But yeah, that was Imago. Imago Dirge. It's not Imago, damn it. I keep reading it as Imago. I think we covered everything, TBH. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely seems like everything. I was not expecting all the stuff with the cocoon. I would have been upset if I found out later that I missed all that. But yes, that was Imago Dirge. That was everything Imago Dirge has to offer, and man, that's a lot to chew through. That was a lot to take in. Oh man. I don't know what's worse. I don't know if it's worse to finally just succumb to the whole, like, oh, you're a monster thing and kill everyone, including poor Maisie, or if it's worse to get out and have to leave behind Maisie even. Obviously, like, 5's the best ending, like, no question. Like, there's at least a hope that, like, you can hold on to a good relationship with your sister, but 1 and 2 are very much just, like, kind of denying it. 3 and 4 is, 3 and 4 is a very, reluctant, bloody acceptance. Not the best way to go about it. Oh. That was Imago Dirge. Thanks for making the Summer Origins. This was a very interesting read. This was a very interesting thing to get my heart ripped out on before the end of October. One is just never coming out and emerging. 2 is coming out but remaining in that awkward, oppressive standoff with your hateful mom. Yeah. Definitely it's weird, like, even though 1 and 2 feel like they should be worser endings, I don't know, 3 and 4, like, definitely feel like the much bleaker. I mean, I guess when you put it like that, 2 is probably definitely, like, the worst of it, because it's like, you're still... I don't know why, I don't know what it is. 3 and 4 feel like worser endings to me, in a way. I think, again, with 4, it's just because you're so close to being, like, the best ending possible, but you do have that one single thing you don't have, and it's a really rough thing to not have. It's really rough to see that, like, you could have had, like, that, like, bastion, that, like, light in the darkness in your sister, and you just have to throw it all away. Oh, amazing, makes all the difference indeed. Like, at least in, like, 1 and 2, there's still a chance you can make that bond with Maisie, and that can help you. Well, more so 2. I think with 1, it's, like, a much different, like... 1's got its own, like, unique set of problems. 1 feels more like you just kind of, like, stay where you are, and that you just kind of slowly die in your cocoon. Like, you don't come out of the shell. That's how you're gonna die. Might not be immediately, but... you might as well be dead. It's not exactly a life. Not exactly a very good life that you're going to have. 2, at least you kind of can probably have that relationship with Maisie still. Even if you ultimately might find yourself stuck in that shit situation. There's maybe a hope that Maisie will actually, like, take you out of it, maybe, but... I guess really with 2, it really comes down to, would Maisie take you with her? Hope to still reach out to Maisie, yeah. In a situation like this, in a situation like this, you need something to, have as a safe zone. You need, like, some safety. You need some, like, support system. Maisie is pretty much the only thing you're gonna have for a support system, and you absolutely lock yourself out of that in at least 2 of those endings. In a way, I feel like that is, like, what makes those 2 endings feel much, much bleaker than the other 2, where it feels like you just kind of stop early. Ugh. Alright. Trying to think of what else I can really say about Imago Dirge. I'm not the super, like... I'm not the best at, like, being super reflective in the moment and getting all my thoughts out there. Like, I definitely do a lot better when I have a script, and this was not a case where I could prepare a script. Yeah, it was a very interesting read. I imagine that Imago Dirge hits very different for people with much worse relationships with the parents. Like, I feel like that is something that, like, maybe I just... Because, like, there was definitely a disconnect between me and Don at the start with the father, where there was some part of me that kind of held on to this hope that, like, the father was being somewhat optimistic and sympathetic. It definitely washed away by the end. That did not stay, but I can definitely tell there's a huge difference between Don and mine's very early impressions of the father. I feel like we're both, like, kind of close on the mother. Like, the mother being a piece of shit is, like, very apparent early on. The father is a much more, subtle, sinister... It's a much different form of abuse. It might seem better, like, on the surface to those who aren't aware, but to those who are aware, it might just be all the worse. I wonder if... Ooh. I almost wanna... Cause I had a thought of, like... I already had this thought before, but I almost wanna, like, send this to another, like, VTuber that I know. Incidentally, another Dragonfly VTuber, Eat the Pen. I feel like this would be very much up her alley. I haven't really talked to her at all recently, though. I'm not very good at keeping up with her stuff. Wonder if she even knows about... Yeah, this is where this is a coming out story, in my opinion. Mom and Dad came across as both ends of the bad parent reaction spectrum. Mother being, my son is dead! Dad, my real son is still in here somewhere. Link, you want me to give you a link to Eat the Pen? Yeah. Let me see. I feel like this game would definitely be up Eat's alley. Oh, I totally have not sent you a DM on Twitter. Whatever, Discord's better for... I prefer sending DMs over Discord anyway. Discord, why are you installing updates right now? Damn it! I'll be sure to send Eat's Twitter and Twitch page your way. Oh yeah, I think she does have a YouTube channel she actually, like, uploads things onto. Eat's cool. He actually, I think, does stuff with the YouTube channel. I appreciate that. I'm not very... I can't always watch streams as they happen, so I always like it when people actually upload their streams to YouTube. Yeah, and Eat's still pretty active, so... I'll definitely... Oh wait, is Discord actually done updating? Discord taking a long ass time to boot up. I don't like it! Oh shit, it's like 2:38 AM! Damn! Okay, yeah, I was totally at that for like almost 2.5 hours. I was expecting this to be like closer to like an hour and a half, because I think that's how long it took Dawn. I did have to like drag my feet a little on the startup, but it did unfortunately drag my feet a little bit on the start screen, but whoops! Oh yeah, the editing. like, I skipped through, like, all the repeat, but there was still... I still had to do a little bit of, like, searching around, so... Okay, yeah, here we go. Discord's finally working with me a bit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Admittedly, I haven't watched a whole lot of their stuff recently. I think actually the last thing I watched was when she played through Ghost Trick, actually. That was like a couple of months ago. That was fun. Alright, I'm rambling. I'm definitely, like, dragging my wheels here a bit. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Big thanks to you, Don, for helping me out and helping me kind of, like, navigate, like, some of my thoughts on this, because it's an interesting read, but I was definitely gonna feel awkward not having, like, somebody to bounce, like, my thoughts off of. Like, I probably would have taken a hell of a lot longer on the whole, like, the problems with Dad if you weren't around. Good times, yes. Yeah. Very interesting read, worthwhile read for sure, hell yeah. Super interesting. I did 100% play this because of the insect imagery, because, I mean, come on, I had to play a game with that sort of premise. But yeah, this was super interesting. This was interesting. I definitely recommend this to other people. Big thanks again to Summer Origins for making this. I know that the Spooktober jam is ending tomorrow. Well, I guess really it's ending in a few hours, since they kind of did turn over. But yeah, there's like a whole bunch of other games. There's a few other games I definitely saw on there that I want to check out. But I'm probably just gonna do that on my own. Like, what was it? It was like Rhea Place. That was like, I think it was a Grim Reaper murder mystery type of game. War State, tough cool. Yeah, I really want to check out some of the. I want to check out Rhea Place. I want to look at Rhea Place so fucking bad. I think I'll leave that for my own. I'll leave that as a fun thing for myself, though. itch.io games are a little bit out of my wheelhouse, and there's so many other games I need. So many other things I have that I want to get around to. Might take me a little while longer. I did finish Persona 4 recently, but I should be getting back to Grey's Attorney. Also, Red Zero recommend. I'll be sure to check that out. I'll get back to Grey's Attorney at some point. I need to actually... Because, like, I stopped playing it since I wanted to re-review it. I have not actually gone around to re-reviewing it yet. It is very much time to revisit... It's very much time to revisit Don's LP of that. The first half of Grey's Attorney. Wait, Don. Can I ask what's going on with the second half of the Grey's Attorney? With your LP of that? It's been... Oh boy. If it's not something you're comfortable with talking about, that's fine. You can tell me to shut up. I don't mind. Eventually, I'm looking forward to it. I will hopefully be done with my own playthrough by then. I want to finish that up before the end of the year. I don't need another playthrough like going past a year. God, Persona 4 took way too fucking long. But that's off my plate. That's one big thing off my plate. So this is the last week of October, but I did skip out on last week, so I might actually decide to do one more spooky game next week, which honestly would actually track with last year. I kind of did do the one like October game, and then also I did another spooky theme thing with, well, that was with Nyx for like the start of like November, but yeah, that would track. I think I will try to see about doing a another one truly last horror game for next week. And I already know what it's going to be. I'm gonna say it now so I can actually like force myself into it. At some point, probably next week. I'm gonna try to get myself to do it next week. We're gonna do a few runs of World of Horror, because that game recently got a full release. It finally came out of early access. Don, you gifted me that game, like, so fucking long ago. I played it a few times, like, around, like, New Year's, I think? New Year's or Valentine's Day. I forget which one. There's an easy way for me to check which one. There's an easy way for me to check which one. I need to quit out of this game, though, because I need to open up Steam for that. And I can't do it while it's on my monitor. Just out of sheer curiosity, when was the last time I played World of Horror? March 15th, 2022! God damn it, Manji! I only played this for like 3 hours? Huh. I definitely did get pretty freaked out last time I played it. It was like the faceless monster, I think, was like the last thing I saw before I like put it down. And apparently, just kind of neglected to pick it back up again. But yes, that is next. That is next. I will do some World of Horror runs because I figured out how to do something fun with my overlay. So that will be sometime next week. Thursday or Friday night. I haven't quite settled on which one yet. I'll decide on that next week. As for main morning stream, on the fence on whether I should take a break. I did consider, there is another game I am considering, a very short game as a sort of challenge thing. I need to set some things for that still. I'll decide on that next week. I'll throw up a message on Twitter. Probably. It was surprisingly hard to get myself to throw up a message on Twitter for Imago Dirge. I need to get better at using Twitter, or burn it down and go back to Discord. Just hide away in Discord. Like the insect I am. Alright, but that's enough. That's enough rambling from me. It's almost 3 a.m. We really need to go to bed. We need to get some sleep. Thank you, everybody, for watching Imago Dirge. I hope to see you for the next stream. Mood indeed. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks to the lurkers. Thanks to the VOD watchers. Big thanks to Don. Big thanks to Summer Origins. I hope to see you all. I hope to see you for the next stream. See you then. Have a nice night, everybody. Out of curiosity, is there